for you guys. Alright. So, this stream, it's a different one. Usually I'm like streaming the server and just inviting people. But today, I mean, I'm going back to where it all started, going back to the first server. Now, we've had, I think, like, 2 servers in between. Yeah, 2 servers, and then the server we're on now. And by that, I mean just kind of like world. But yeah, so let me real quickly go ahead and announce this to everyone. Alright, I'm streaming the old server. Alright, okay, so I got that. Now, it's been a while since I've been on this world. Like, ever since the second we, like, you know, erased the old server, I never played on this world ever since then, and it was mainly because of the computer, the hard drive. Okay, so we had the world saved to the Apex, like, server hosting thing. Like, right, so it was saved as a backup, so the file was still there, like, it wasn't deleted. But to actually get the file to Minecraft Bedrock, it required, like, I mean, the space on the hard drive we just did not have. But we did free up space. There was a lot of, like, unneeded files that we found, and so now we can start loading back old worlds. Now, there's not really a ton of, like, worlds in particular. I might try and show off the old, you know, server, like, the second one. Yeah, I mean, like, the one before this, but there's not really much to show off on that one, to tell you the truth. It was kind of bland. It was more of just like a slummery, like a just endless slummery war. Like, I don't know, I'm not very proud of that server. But yeah, old server, cool. Am I unbanned? No, Obita. But yeah, so there has been a lot of talks among primarily, you know, the older kind of community, people that have been playing the server a lot longer. They've been wanting a return to the old server, and I know it's mainly just nostalgia and just, like, they don't like a lot of the, like, you know, really new players, mainly because they're forming countries that are, like, you know, kind of sometimes more powerful than theirs. But also, a lot of them have been getting this, like, just extremely toxic attitude and have had to be banned. And so a lot of these players, they want to return to the old server because they just don't like the fact that they were banned. Wait. Okay, so I know you guys are not gonna believe me on this, but I'm not even kidding. I think I just, like, before the stream started, I knew something was in my inventory. I think I erased my axe. But, like, not in the, like, saving the file. Like, I'm genuinely being serious. I think I just erased it on accident because I was having to, like, move stuff from my inventory. I remember it didn't have much on it. It's like Fortune 2 and, like, I knew it had mending. Like, okay, I'll get the anvil. Yeah, I don't like doing this on stream, like just spawning stuff in randomly, but I'm not even kidding. I think I did just erase my axe. Like, because I was flying around here in creative mode trying to find, like, some stuff to, like, show off. And yeah, but now a lot of people, yeah, they're just, they yearn for this, like, kind of nostalgia and stuff, and really, I don't think going back to the old server would fix every single problem. I don't think it would necessarily, like, do as much as people think it would do. In fact, I think a lot of people would be disappointed. And then we'd have to do a new server and stuff, and it'd be a mess. But the point is that I think it would fix some problems. Like, I'm pro just whatever the community wants to do. Because, you know, really whatever decision the community decides, and whatever stance they take, it's kind of a win-win either way. I mean, I'm okay with playing the server we're on now. It's a really good server. We got a lot of builds set up. And I'm also okay with going back to this server. But it's just a lot of our community has joined from the server we're playing right now. And I feel like if we were to switch back to the old one, we would lose a lot of people. Alright, that's just kind of my take on it. But yeah, it's back, Mount of Lars. Keep this one for a week or something. I mean, like, maybe, but I don't know. I don't really want to do that because I have a feeling it'd get a ton of server activity and then everyone would just, like, leave the second this is over. Like, yeah, maybe. Okay, but yeah, so, I mean, I think, okay, there should be a setting, friends of friends, I think, can join. Yeah, friends of friends. And then, yeah, so that should be people that should be able to join. If you're friends with me on Microsoft, you should be able to join. I'm almost positive you can. Keep it for, like, 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm kind of, like, somewhat against doing this. Like, you know, like, keeping the server just on, like, sometimes. Because then I have a feeling everyone's just gonna quit and then beg me to return this server for like an hour or something. It's gonna be like a drug to them at this point, but yeah. So, I mean, there is a lot to tour, and there's a lot I forgot about. Like, personally, I completely forgot about these floating islands. I forgot about, what was it, like Aeolia, the Moscow-looking islands. So, I mean, we got all this. Now, a lot of this, okay, this is the spot on the server before the BDR was invaded. It was about 2 or 3 weeks before the invasion. Maybe it's had longer, maybe it's had short. I really don't know. I know, though, if you come over here, Khalsa was being invaded. So this does give you kind of a time scale. This was like right kind of in between. So as you can see, Poland has captured about this much land, and this was about what they had on the old server. I don't think they made any more progress after this. So I mean, it's pretty accurate, but this is the point in the server where like all the griefs are fixed. Everything's fixed. We've gone in and we fixed a lot of stuff. Like literally nothing is majorly griefed. And at the same time, everyone still has the majority of their stuff. Everything's fixed up. It's like the sweet spot on the server. And I'm glad we got this file saved. I really am. But if we were to ever return this, we would have to put deny blocks like everywhere. Like, I'm not even, like, I mean, just fill this world with deny blocks. Because, like, dear Lord, the main reason I stopped playing this, you know, I wanted a new server, was because I, like, had to get, I just did not know what deny blocks were. And we're too lazy to set them up. And so I would get on like 30 to 40 minutes a day just fixing griefs everywhere in spots that were just easily fixable with a deny block. And yeah, so sadly, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, okay, so Margad, tell me here. I don't know where you're at, but are you in survival mode? Type in, okay, don't type in the game chat. Just type in YouTube chat.
Yeah, you should be in survival.
Should be in survival default. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I think he's in survival. Bro, just stay in this server. New server's boring. Can't join, I guess, no. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. I know a lot of people, like, I don't know, and I don't like to do streams late, because I don't think a lot of people would join, but I knew for this, definitely, we'd get a lot of people joining. But yeah, bro, I don't even know if I can log in on my old Microsoft account on the PS4. Well, I mean, you need to try, because, like, I don't know, I don't want to close the world out. I have to change the settings. Yeah. So there's a few things I saw that I needed to fix over here. But yeah, I'm like, if we were to ever release this, we'd probably spend just like a week, like fixing all little minor griefs, kind of fixing everything up, putting deny blocks. Like, it would take a while to get this server rolling out again. But the main thing that's holding me back, and dear Lord, is because I know the Polish and a lot of the WSS have hacked items. Now, on the server we have right now, hacked items are very rare. You barely even see them, and when you do, it's this big scandal. Usually results in whoever is involved getting banned. I'm not even kidding, hacked items on this server were, like, so common, it was not a surprise when people reported them to me. Like, I was just expecting, like, oh yeah, they have hacked items, like, yeah, it's pretty obvious. I don't know, like, even I have just a hacked kit. Not on me, it was in a shulker box, like I didn't use it, it was just in storage, but like, it kind of gives you an idea. There was a lot of people that they did not like hacked items, but they still would use them behind the scenes, and so it kind of led to this like just big like corruption of just a ton of people that hated hacked items, realized they were destroying the server, but were also contributing to the problem. And there was two major reasons. Was that this server was just getting griefed, and I know who's doing it, or I know who was doing it, so that's not more of an issue right now. That's a easily fixable issue. Like, give it a week or two to, like, get deny blocks and stuff set up. But the main problem was just all the hacked items, and I know there's a lot of hacked items in base storage. Like, if I were to clear everybody's, or not clear, but yeah, if I were to clear everyone's inventory, and, like, just go through them and make sure no one has hacked items, there would still be hacked items. Because so many people just have them in storage. And it's like, dear Lord, if we were to bring this back, there would be like a month-long period to where, like, I don't care about your privacy. I'd have to, like, TP to you just to make sure. No, not, okay, I don't want to put it that way. But yeah, I'd basically just have to do some, like, base hunting just to see if there's any hacked items. But yeah, like, on the server, there was, like, I mean, of course, stealing and killing weren't allowed. So it did allow... It was a very interesting server. It was a war server that didn't allow any stealing or killing. But, I don't know, the stealing rule was, like, very rarely people are just really dumb about it. Alright, okay, so I'm trying to, like, patch up some of this, but it's kind of going crazy. Oh, okay, so we got some bot. But I swear, these, make a poll to keep the old server. Bro, WSS doesn't have hack stuff. Yeah, you might, okay, when I say WSS, I don't just mean Spy. I mean, like, Margad and Blue Frosted. Maybe, I think Blue Frosted had some. Margad, I know for a fact, Margad was devious. Like, Margad has kind of been the like, Slummery of the WSS. He's not as bad, like, nowhere near as bad. But he's always up to something. You can never really, like, trust Margad. Always doing something, yeah. Yeah, that's a good sign. Nice. Yeah. This server looks nice. Yeah. I mean, Cyber, this is like, okay, this is like if you're living in Cyberfire's paradise right now. It's like, if like Poland didn't exist and Cyberfire could just build, this is what would come of it. Like, there's a lot. I know a lot of this, it does not really look that good, but, I mean, they're very small buildings, but when it's in the snow biome, it just looks like 10 times better. Like, everything looks like it's more detailed. Like, you don't even have to try. And then, okay, these domes, Poland, someone, like, flooded them. I don't know if it was Poland or not. So, they're kind of a little minorly grief. Me and my dad fixed a little bit of it. But, oh, you drained the water? Yeah, no, someone had, like, put water. We'll have to go in and fix all this, because I can see some, like, blocks taken out. Main thing I would want to fix, I'd have to get Poland's help, is Whiteland, this little island right here. This is where Poland started. So if anyone wonders where Poland ever came from, it was about a year ago, like a year and like a month ago, they started on this little bitty island. This is all they owned. And they built a building, it still somewhat remains right here, like this is the remnants of it. And it was bombed by Spot-Yo Mummy, because they were trying to expand into the WSS, and like, I mean, as you can see, there was, like, it's not much here, but it was honestly kind of just a grave site, in a way, of the old Poland. But, yeah, Poland had a lot, I mean, pretty humble beginnings, but I think they just got a little too out of hand, and they were doing war properly, I would say, up until just the new server right now, when they kind of just, like, took it to the extreme, and war was more of just just 100% for the PvP, and not really about the countries at all. And at that point, I was just like, well, that's not really, like, the kind of goal of it, if that makes sense. But yeah, now, I know a lot of you, like, Lando Curry, Cyberfire, like, a ton of you never even played on this server. You might have seen it, screenshots of it, I've used the map of this, but you have not really gotten the full experience of it. Oh yeah, this is the WSS, bro. Always use this. Oh wait, what is it?
You seem to have chat off.
Yeah, I have chat off.
Oh, okay, because Marge was saying, look at what I got. He was like trying to show you something.
Oh, does he want me to TP to him?
He just said, look at what I got.
Okay, well, just if he wants me to TP to him, just tell me, I'll TP. Oh, there's Margad. All right, okay, there he is. All right, so yeah, what is Margad? What's up? Uh-oh, he's pulling something out of his ender chest. That's never a good sign. What is that? Oh, okay, wait, Margad. Oh, yeah, that was the slapfish. Hold on. Yeah, I'll TP to you, Margad. Alright, here, hand me the slapfish. I want to see it. Like, I'm not, like, I promise, I won't destroy it. Like, I want to see what enchantments it's got. Yeah, this is part of the reason, like, there wasn't a major hacked item issue, but it was just funny little stuff like this. Like, that just, we allowed somewhat, but I have a feeling it would be abused as, like, a combat weapon. Like, and you just can't have nice things anymore, bro. Yeah. That is just, okay, now. I mean, do you want me to destroy it? Like, okay, here, I'll enable chat real quick. I mean, you can have it, I have a few, alright. Well, I mean, no, that's fine, it's fine. I don't really need it, you can keep it. But yeah, I didn't allow, alright, I guess I'll put it in my Hacker Boy kit. Yeah, but like, I didn't allow hacked items, but there was some hacked items, I didn't want you spawning it in, but if you obtain like a knockback stick, like just for fun, I would allow you to have it. But yeah, so, I don't know, there was just, like, this, I don't think it was as bad, because we had a lot of hacker attacks. I think this was right before the major hacker attacks came in, but there is definitely, I would say, probably still a lot of hacked items left. Like, look at that. eat it. I should eat it, bro. If you're friends with Levi, you can join. Yeah, it's not that hard. But yeah. So I mean, kind of giving a little more tour of Poland. They had buildings here, but they were trying to expand, and then they ended up at a war with Spot Yo Mummy and the WSS, and then Spot Yo Mummy and the WSS couldn't get enough people on, and so they just gave their entire country to Poland, and then Poland got thick, and then they became like the biggest country. Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot over here. Lot by spawn, but there's also a lot of obscure cities and stuff that are like really good looking, and I never really show them off on stream. But yeah, I mean, you got Jungos. It's a fair city, but I would say it's just its proximity to spawn means it kind of gets griefed a lot. I think this would have looked better if it was just in the middle of the jungle, because seeing this right next to all these, you know, like just like big buildings and stuff, it just does not really necessarily look like it doesn't like fit, if that makes sense. It fits for the biome, it just does not fit for the kind of like context of where it's at. But alright, okay, baked potato. Trying to get my inventory. I don't know why I'm getting so much lag. Like, I'm noticing that. Like, I wonder if it's just because of all the buildings. Like, that'd kind of be, I don't know, should I be like impressed at that, like how much stuff we had set up. Also, ew, Germany, Radkin. I don't know if Radkin was even set up right now. Here, hold on. I'm gonna go into my settings real quick to see. Alright, video, max frame rate. Yeah, I'll just, yeah, okay. Anti-aliasing. I don't know what this could cause. Low frame rate crashes or other. I mean,
remember, it smooths the edges.
oh, anti-aliasing. So
It smooths the edges on, yeah.
it's like on your screen, or just like
On the blocks and stuff, like the edges of blocks, and smooths them out.
I don't need smooth edges on my blocks. Oh yeah, the game's already running faster. Yeah, I just turned it to 1. I don't need smooth edges. I don't care about the graphics. But alright. Okay, what is this? There's like 2 floating obsidian blocks. Yeah, I don't know. There was also, I think part of the reason this server kind of also like just really kind of fell out of, you know, like we just would stop playing on it, was because it got to the point to where there was like people wouldn't even grief majorly. They just run in, place 2 blocks and just leave, and it just piled up over time. Yeah. So this is Aeolia right here. Here, let me real quickly go and disable clouds. So you guys can see this. So, oh wait, need to turn screen animation. Oh yeah, okay, they're off. All right. Render clouds. No. All right. Okay. So. This is Aeolia, like, so this is what Star Wyvern built, or, you know, my dad, Leviathan, Kraken, whatever you want to call him. He built this, he did build it in creative, okay, so it wasn't, like, entirely survival, but, you know, he did kind of refrain from building a ton of stuff in creative, but still, this was a, like, just awesome build. There was villagers, there was, like, you know, like, shulkers and stuff, but a lot of it got stolen. But, like, no one ever dared to grief this, like, I mean, it's just too cool to grief. Oh, there's still some villagers in there. I'm surprised that that some of them survived. There's like a cow on one of these floating islands. All right, I'll save you. Save you guys here. Get off. Hope he doesn't die on the way down. All right, yeah, he'll be fine. All right, so let's go check out. Let's see. Dark. Did you friend me? Oh, I'm getting so many building ideas. Yeah, old server had just inspiration everywhere. But, okay, if I'm gonna be honest, like, Jungos was part of the reason this server died. Like, not the country itself, but there was so many hacked items just hidden in Jungos. Like, Jungos was the cartel of this, or not the cartel, it was like the Taliban was hiding in Jungos, like, just distributing hacked items. It wasn't people. They just go into Jungos, dump their illegal shulker boxes, and leave. Just really annoying. So it led to Jungos, a country that was like, yeah, I mean, fairly semi-inactive. They couldn't really, like, just flush the hacked items out of their country or really stabilize it. So it kind of just became a hacker's paradise to just leave your crap in Jungos and then wait for someone to find it, like, 2 months later. And then now they got, like, a Fortune 200 pickaxe. Yeah, so this is Fallen. Small little Wild West country. This is always, if you watch some of my mapping videos, this is just like the square in the middle of Germany. Like, this thing is so weird, but I mean, yeah, this is it. It's like a small little like valley that kind of runs in between. Its border is just not like, you can tell They did not care about like the geography at all, because when they first wanted to make Fallen, I was thinking it was gonna just run along the mountains, but no, they just made it a square. Like, they don't care. Mountains, irrelevant. Jungo's top #1 for hiding. So, yeah, no, really, like, I mean, Jungo's was just, dear lord, bro. Got to a point. Jungo's was kind of crazy. And then, oh yeah, I also own this like small little like colony over here. There's like nothing over here. I just mine live once in a while in here. Yeah. So we're gonna probably, let's see, where should we go next? I'm thinking we go to Auckland City or Aqua City, or I don't even know the name of it. It's a German town, but it was built by the original country that owned the Mesa, which even probably some of the people that have been playing the server for a long time, they don't even, like, that's going really far back. But yeah, they called their country Auckland. And I mean, they had a lot of like really cool builds, but a lot of it, we had to back up the server at one point and it all got lost, and they kind of just quit after that because they were like just really demotivated. And you know, a lot of players quit when we backed up things, but there was like, I mean, hacker attacks like every second. But yeah, oh yeah, I mean, yeah, this was the capital of Auckland. I mean, it's okay, like, it's not a very bad capital, don't get me wrong, but it's just kind of lacking a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, they had a lot of stuff. They even had like a villager house set up. They had like a fishing outpost. They even had like a boat. Like, I mean, trust me, this was one of the best looking cities on the server, if not the biggest, and Auckland was forming into a beautiful country. And then it all got backed up, and I even offered to fix it in creative mode for them, and they just denied. So I was just like, oh well. And then over here you got Germany. Now ignore this, I think is it this wall? Yeah, it's like this wall. Like, just ignore that one. Because Germany tried to build a border. And, okay, yeah, there's like borders of countries that got set up, and it like got destroyed and stuff, and I don't know. So yeah, if you want to follow, I think it's the border for, let's see, is this the German border? Yeah, I think, yeah, they were like trying to claim something. Alright, okay, so let me see. So the CNC Empire was back here. It was absorbed by Germany though, like really kind of later on. But yeah, this was, okay, yeah, you follow the fence, there it goes. So yeah, this was the CNC border, and okay, wait, okay, I don't even know at this point. This border is so confusing because Germany like destroyed half of it, and they like, I don't know, they like inverted half their border. But yeah, we'll just kind of like destroy some of this. Like, ignore this, bro. Like, Germany does not need to own that. But yeah. Alright, okay, so yeah, but like during the end of the server, this country did get like taken over by Germany. I technically own this country because I started it, and I just sold it to Germany because I didn't really use it. But this was kind of one of those, it was a neat looking country because it was like the first like city and stuff. There was a lot, I mean, there was a lot in it, and it got griefed and no one fixed it, so it was a cool looking town that had just like tons of grief. I'm starting to think it's someone in the CNC or BMR. Oh, someone keeps griefing Britain. Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad about that, all the British griefs, but I don't know. You like, okay, I'm not saying anyone in my country did it, but you just shouldn't name your country Britain. Like, I wouldn't go that far, but like, still. Just, it'd rather be safe than sorry. Yeah. So there was this like town out back here in the CNC. Someone was trying to build a trading outpost. Instead, they built this half-finished boat. It still looks okay. They had this like ice rail going. They had this like kind of lake. They like completely cut it off, like for no reason. They just cut this off, and then they cut off another piece where the turtles could live, I think. There is like 100 of these guys here, and I do not know why. Okay, I think the villagers are still alive down there. Probably if we were to bring the server back, I'd have to move them before we set it up, because like, dear lord, there was villagers there. Oh, got my shield. But yeah, there was villagers down in there, and there's some really good trades. So yeah, before we do that, I'll have to save those guys, move them somewhere else. But yeah. And then when you come over here, this was one of the first bases, like ever, like genuine bases, was the CNC. But then you come into the mountains, and I mean, there was a neat base. I've showed this place off, I think, plenty of times. Yeah, make this new server. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The main thing with this server though is I was like, literally, it was, okay, wait, no, the way I said literally right there, like, it was just so annoying. And that's such an annoying voice. But yeah, alright, okay. Yeah, I mean, there was some stuff. This base was kind of cleared out because we moved, but this enchanting table, to this day, has not gotten griefed. Like, I'm just waiting for somebody to take this at this point. Like, it's just the undying enchant. Like, don't take it, though. Make the everlasting enchanting table still stand. Because, dear Lord, that thing has been there since, like, day one, and no one's taken it. Like, we didn't even bother to move it when we relocated. Like, and I don't know why. I don't know why we didn't think, let's move the enchanting table. Like, dear Lord. But yeah. Okay, and then... Let me eat you. Well, it kind of sounded a little weird, pause, but yeah. New server is dead, boring, and sucks. Yeah, I like the new server. We've done a lot, but I think most of the progress has just gone into war grinding. On this server, we were like just more focused on city building because my thinking at the time was there's no reason to even have wars if there's nothing to fight over, because we didn't have a world border on this. Keep in mind, so you weren't really fighting over land. I mean, you were fighting over like land near spawn. That was the only land people were fighting over: land near spawn and land that had cities on it. So I told everyone, before we start doing major wars, you're going to put cities on your land so that your land is valued. Because we're not going to have just empty countries. There's nothing there. And then, you know, they get like, you know, they invade like half the earth. Like, that's not what's going to happen. You know, like, everyone needs to have a value and a price tag on it. Okay, yeah, this was the old... So, in some of my streams, too, I brought up how, like, Mexico wants its independence right here. This is old Mexico. Like, I think they were in the middle of building a base, and they just kind of, like, burned it down because they didn't like it. But I know, hey, there's, like, invisible fire. Yeah, I know they did rebuild this base later on. But yeah, no, I'm not even kidding. They had some old, I could show it off later. They tried to declare independence in, like, 3 spots. Like, they really just, oh boy, they did not like Germany. So, they were just so determined. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like all the progress is just dumping into, like, pure 100% war effort, that it's gotten to the point where, like, country development is just not moving at the pace I'd like it. And you have countries like Poland now, they don't try with their country, and they're invading countries and threatening countries that are, like, actually putting in time and work. So, it's like, you have people that are demotivated to do anything. And it's not just Poland as well. There's other people doing this, but like you have people that are demotivated because, and you know, they don't want to build a country because they realize it's just going to be taken over the second they finish by people that have, like, you know, not even built their own country. So you have countries that it's not worth invading them because they have nothing to take, but it's worth for them to invade you. And on this server, I was very determined to not let that happen. And so I don't know, I think the server right now we've got it going, it's going really good. I think we've hit a small dead period, mainly because we banned chicken and we had to temp ban spot. But I haven't been streaming too much, but I'll keep streaming. I'll see what the community thinks. It's mainly, the main problem with this is just just absurd amount of hacked items. Like, we would have to, like, I mean, just go, like, launch a pure assault on hacked items. Like, it's not even funny how much hacked items we would have to flush from the server. But yeah. So this was the capital of the German Empire, Berlin. It was expanded near the end of the server. Like, keep in mind, this server is like, I would say, or no. This world is like 2.5 months before we, no, like more like 3 months before we actually, like, made the switch. And I didn't want to keep it this way because there was a lot that I just did not like. A lot of hacked items as well. But yeah, I mean, Berlin did have some stuff over there and, you know, some other stuff, but yeah, I mean, this was the kind of chill, peaceful Berlin right here. They had a beacon right here. I packed up and moved it, if I'm not mistaken. It's not really, they mined out quite a bit. Bro, we got demotivated after someone illegally killed us in your country. You take donations in any form still, right? Yeah, no, I take donations. I had it at the bottom, the link to the PayPal. Yeah, sorry, I'm just reading this message. Yeah, it's still in the description. Alright, okay, yeah, and then here was the German Empire, right here. This, like, this behemoth, oh my gosh. I don't know, why did I say the German, no, this was like a German, like, okay, this was the, like, a German Empire's original capital. Oh, well, I'm already starting to get kind of a little tired, but yeah, there was a ton tons of stuff here. Like, I mean, pixel art stuff. And then Germany just destroyed it for no reason. Like, I mean, there was a lot here. They were going to build a castle. You can even see the original layout. They had some outposts. They had some stuff. They even had a gunpowder farm. And then they just packed it all up and left for, like, literally no reason. The only reason they, like, packed up and left was because that someone found it. And I'm like, it's your country. It's like, I don't know. They were a bit special. That's the word we use. We don't use mentally insane. We use the word special. Yeah. I don't know. If we were to bring this back, I don't think we keep this server's policies, because this server is good, and I'm gonna just bring our rules over to this server. I think policy and goes into it, and so I think goes into having a good server. I think keeping the original server policy would just be good. Like, no stealing, no griefing, no killing, no hacking. Those are the rules. And it was good because we would have, like, kind of wars that are meaningful, but in war downtime, there's nothing you can do. And so if you want to play the server, your options are build, like, forge alliances, expand your country. Like, you actually have to, like, do stuff with your country instead of just going on wild. Like, yeah, I feel like on our server now, it's like, people only make countries because I'm, like, them with at this point. What is going on? Controller's doing something. Battery, yeah, battery's fine on it. It seems like it's just, wait, okay, bro, what is this? Okay, it's good now. It's like drifting. Alright, okay, yeah, Germany has old loot and but I mean, that's some Germans right there. No, I won't steal it. If anyone wants it, it's fine. Old Germany, I don't want you to, like, actually pick pieces off of it, but, like, you can take some of this stuff, because they don't play the server anymore. It's not really needed, if that makes sense. I don't condone stealing and stuff, but, like, there's really no need for just this loot to sit here without an owner. That makes sense. Let me see. Do I have any shulker boxes? Got this, like, potato box I can put some stuff in. Like, looking for, is there any other empty boxes? Guess I'll just shove it in the potato box. Because I might actually want some of this dirt, to tell you the truth. Because I do want to do some, like, flattening out and stuff in Jungos. And some other, like, projects as well. I know I'll do a lot of that in creative mode, just having to, like, flatten out the server and, get it ready to go. In the future when we do stream this and stuff. But yeah, no, I do want this in the future. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the server we have right now, it's like, yeah, it's good. And honestly, in theory, it should have worked. Like 100%, this would have been better than the server we have right now. But dear God, the player base, like, something clicked in their head that just made them absolute, like, just brain and mental patients. Like, I don't know what it was that just made everyone want to go crazy. Alright, okay, I don't like using creative mode. But I'm just touring the server. Like, we're not actually surviving. I'm just trying to show everyone. So I'm just gonna heal my elytra. You gonna bring the old server back if you do ban harming arrows? Yes, no, definitely. Okay, well, actually, I might keep them. And the only reason I keep harming arrows, they're banned, but you can have them. And the reason I do that, oh, this is a building I didn't even see. The reason I do that is because killing, it's not allowed, right? But we do have PvP on, if you want to, like, get someone's attention by, like, smacking them or something. I don't know. It's on because players requested it, and it was just one of those, if we turned it off, people were literally threatening to, like, just quit. And I'm just going to say this right now, the harming crossbow really kept people in check. Like, not just me keeping people in check. Good PvPers like Chicken and Slumurry, like, I mean, you never saw them acting all cocky, because the second someone pulled out the shotgun, you're both on equal level. Like, it doesn't matter if you can click 1,000 times per second. I got a shotgun, and you got a shotgun, and I mean, like, we can shoot each other right now. Like, we're putting the swords up right now. It was, yeah, it was just a, it made for a very interesting, like, they aren't allowed in war, they aren't allowed in regular use. Like, outside of, like, self-defense and stuff. So it kept everyone in line. Like, it kept, like, everyone could enforce the rule by just kind of scaring each other. If that, I mean, it did get nerfed. I don't think you can just insta-kill people now. I know, I think it did, but it still is deadly, the crossbow combo. Yeah, okay. Oh, ooh. Okay, so yeah, now this is Khalsa. I know we've flown over it quite a bit. Now I do want to, like, I'll probably go by country. This, honestly, is like a very developed country that at the same time is stupidly underdeveloped. The most they had, like, okay, they had some farms and stuff they didn't use, pretty useless farms, you know, typical country. But they had, like, tons of buildings, tons of monuments, tons of statues, pyramids. The only valuable thing in their land was these spawners, and then Poland invaded them, and then Khalsa kind of lost all their purpose. Like, I don't know, I mean, Khalsa was just, feel bad. And they got this lake right here. But yeah, I mean, they did have some buildings back here, and they were, like, renting some stuff, and then, you know, they did have some farms. Like, there was some stuff in their land, don't get me wrong, it wasn't just completely just useless, no-purpose buildings, but Khalsa was just one of those, like, they poured everything into architecture. They had no, like, farms or anything generating, like, money or interest in their country. So you'd walk in, take advantage of, like, the bed and stuff, and then just leave. But yeah, I think whoever, if Cuttlewave comes back, I think that would be good, but we'd probably just have to get someone else. And then this was Basilisk. Honestly, this was the best country. And I'm not even kidding. Like, aside from my own, this was the best country. Like, you think USSR? Nah, USSR, not the best. Poland, not the best. Jungo's not the best. Khalsa, not the best. Yeah, I mean, this country right here, like, was the best. And I'll tell you why. Because this mountain right here, Mount Alars, everybody was hanging out here. Because they had this farm, and this was the only thing I put the 9 blocks under. It was this automatic XP farm. So people would farm potatoes, they would come over here, put it in here, get the XP, and then, you know, and then it was like a big gas station. So, they, you know, Basilisk had everything. So you come in here, you could get bread, you could get wheat if you want to start some mob farm somewhere. You know, like cows and stuff. And then, oh yeah, you need to heal up your elytra, come over to Basilisk, heal that up, yeah, do that. Oh, there's like potatoes like literally everywhere that no one wants to eat. Alright, cool, yeah, just take that. There's like, you know, free loot everywhere. I mean, I'm not saying like steal from the chest or anything, but Basilisk did allow you to take anything in the chest because half of it they didn't need, it was just random loot dumped in there. And then these villagers, we could never keep them alive, but when they were alive, you could use the villagers. You know, I mean, like, come in here. There's, you know, some decent buildings to rest your head, you know, it's a very good, like, pit stop kind of thing. And then, oh, guess what, you know, like, the whole country's lit up, so there's, like, little to no mobs spawning at all during the nighttime. So it's a good safe space. You come down here, very efficient storage. They got a mine set up, they got blast furnace. So wait, can these things be broken? Okay, I might just go and put the 9 blocks under these. You know, I'm here, I might as well do it, get it out the way. So yeah, I mean, they had these blast furnace right here. They had an open mine. Come over here, there's a map room as well. I don't want to see if you can destroy these because I'm in creative. I'm afraid you can. But yeah, have a map room so you can kind of get the general layout of Basilisk. Like, this was like the country. Like, I mean, everybody was over here. USSR, it had a lot of stuff. It was a big trade country. Like, I mean, everyone would go there when they were trading stuff. But to tell you the truth, it was mainly just the snow and stuff. It got in the way. Like, Basilisk was like if the USSR had no snow. Like, it would probably look like this. But it looked a lot like Basilisk. Oh yeah, and then they had the enchanting tables. You come over here, there's this, like, I mean, pretty fancy building. This was whoever, like, led the town was supposed to live in. And then there was, like, I mean, a lot of mine shafts set up. But more importantly, a lot of these buildings, surprisingly, you wouldn't think that they were used. But a lot of them were used. Like, a lot of players, like, you can even see, like, ender chests and stuff. Like, people were occupying a lot of these buildings. And then, I mean, you got the floating islands, like, right next to it. Like, this country was in a extremely good spot. Like, they could do, you know, a lot of stuff in terms of, like, invasions. And, you know, like, yeah, I mean, just in terms of invasions, alliances, just geography in general, they're in a really good spot. But I think Basilisk, the main thing that just made them, you know, rise above everyone was just this mountain, bro. Like, countries have mountains, but Basilisk had the mountain. And they put stuff on that mountain. And everyone else, they don't like putting stuff on mountains. So Basilisk, yeah, I mean, work smarter, not harder. Just put stuff on mountains, and you can be like Basilisk one day. I remember Thanos and his team used to loot check me there in survival. Yeah, I remember people would always be loot checking people for like no reason. They would give their stuff back right away, but they would just be like, "Hey, we need to loot check you," because Levi totally said we should loot check you, even though like I didn't even say anything. Okay. Let's see, if this becomes the new server, I'll build my biggest and greatest build yet. Kalsa had no PvP skills. Yeah, I will admit, near the end of the war, or no, like, the entire war was just, like, Kalsa on life support, while the USSR, the BDR, and Germany, and the rest of the, like, alliance as a whole. Like, no, BDR and Kalsa were just on life support, as, like, me and Germany are just, like, trying to, like, keep them alive. Like, it's like you're like 102-year-old grandpa that's like, I mean, it like is just barely alive, still hanging in there. But, you know, I mean, it's just life support keeping them alive at that point. That was the BDR in Kalsa. Like, if I would have stopped supplying the BDR in Kalsa, and if Germany would have also stopped sending a lot of troops there, they would have fallen in a week. Like, I'm not even kidding. And even in the BDR, they were not winning at like any battles. Kalsa, they won 2 battles and pushed them back out of most of the capital. Like, Kalsa was the only like real front that was having success. The BDR was just getting clapped, but because of me and Germany, they were getting clapped slowly. Like it was a very like it's long process. I really like, kind of. Okay, I emphasize the word long a little too much. My bad. Yeah, USSR and Poland and Germany is the hospital. You know, half the countries on the server are just like at the mercy of like their like father country or whatever, like the USSR, Poland, Germany. Oh, I got a lot of netherite. I didn't even realize it. Alright, let's see. Okay, emerald / training. Oh yeah, I missed one out of shulker box for just all these. Like, I was this rich. I'm like dirt poor on the server now. Like, I decided I should grind for wood instead of, you know, actually loot. I mean, instead of like just, I mean, hard, you know, like resources. So I guess I was kind of just like, kind of a little my fault in a way, but yeah. And then is there any place I can put bone blocks? Cause like I don't really need. Okay, yeah, bone. All right, bone blocks. And then yeah, I'm just trying to get my inventory cleared out a little bit. And then okay, flag / die. I don't need this German flag, don't need the Basilisk flag on me right now, so yeah, I think we're good. And then I think we can live without these potatoes, so yeah, we'll go and put them up. Alright, yeah. Man, I had such an efficient storage system, now I just kind of throw crap in random places. Like, I need to get around to doing that, but yeah. I can tell you though, this server, it looks really good. It did not look as good when we ended it. Like, everything was griefed and torn up, like, it looked more like a 2B2T, like it like 1 second, you know, after a base was discovered. Like, I mean, the server was definitely. Oh, you can remove. Why did I just have removable maps right here? What was? I was like, yeah, I think it was also like partly my ignorance that played into this. Like, I was just gonna think nobody's a. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like the server. I've been playing on these servers so long. I've just been like hardened to think that everyone is just about to grief everything. Yeah, definitely put deny blocks under all of this, because, yeah, oh yeah, this is going to take a long time considering it got buildings. I won't make all buildings, like, just unaccessible, but 100%, like, oh wait, ooh, I might want to put it under the glowstone as well. Yeah, but, like, 100% though, like, I will make most buildings very hard to use. Okay, wait, no, that's kind of a bad way of saying it. Not very hard to use. I'll just make most buildings like very hard to grief. Yeah, that's the better word. Very hard to grief. Because yeah, I don't want buildings to just you walk in, there's nothing you can do besides like use tables and stuff. But at the same time, there's not really much else you need to do. Like, you don't need to be able to remove this map. Like, this map is good where it's at. But all right, okay, yeah, we're good. And then, oh wait, crap, I still got some of that glowstone. Why can't I? Oh yeah, forgot the deny block was even there. But yeah, so there's still a lot more to check out. I have a shulker full of netherite thanks to Jungos and Basilisk Rivers. Bro, yeah, this Basilisk River too. This like beast as well was also just filled with hacked items. And then this lake. Bro, I was tempted to get rid of this lake because there was hacked items thrown into this lake. Like, should have just named this thing Hacker Lake. Yeah. Okay. Also, yeah, this was done near the end of the server. I know someone did dig a canal to connect this to the Basilisk like river or whatever. Yeah, on this server we also did have like kind of a more of a respect necessary for the water rays. I'm like this server in a whole, it looks better because I think the 1.17 update and no like 1.18 and 17 update as a whole kind of ruined the terrain generation. Cause like 1.18 made all the biomes more smaller and more abundant. So, I mean, you got like mesas everywhere, but they're really tiny, and they got these jagged, just, I mean, like janky borders and stuff. Like, the 1.18 update was not too friendly to like countries that have to like maintain like a logical kind of shape. Like, you're not about to be saying a country that looks like, I mean, someone wrote something in cursive, like on the borders. Like, I mean, that's what countries look like now. Like, they don't make any sense. And if you try and bypass that, it just, you're not gonna have a fun time building that border over a big mountain, like some big mesa mountain. Like, I don't know. Yeah, they made the mesa biome I think too common, and on top of that too, they made the desert and mesa biome way too common, and they just kind of destroyed like the plains as a whole as well. Like it looks like better when you're on top of a mountain and you look out in the world and you're like, wow, this world is so pretty or whatever. But it's not good when you actually try and develop it. Like it's only good. Nicer, yeah. I have a shulker. Yeah, that river, I swear. Bro, that lake had stacks of bedrock. What? Levi TP'd me, but turned coordinates off. Alright, got you. Alright, so let's see. What has Spio Mummy been up to? Whoa, oh! Okay. Oh, was this the base that I found from, like, TPing to you that one time, Spot? Like, type it in the YouTube chat. Cause like I have chat muted so that cause I think my dad's like teleporting places. I don't want him to like, or I don't want any coordinates to get leaked. Wow, so they drained a monument. Good lord, yeah, the WSS. This is also one thing I like, bro. When the like on this server, when the WSS gets bored, they're like killing people and just harassing people. Now, you know, on this server when they got bored, they just like built an entire mega base for fun. And then abandoned it when like a single digit of their coordinates got leaked, and like no one will ever find these ever. But still, how old is the server? Well, this isn't our main server right now. But if you're talking about like how old, this was made during the 1.17 update. Most of the world, yeah, like most of spawn, probably in like a 5,000 by 5,000 radius is 1.17. So, yeah, I remember I stayed up all night to make this. Wow, yeah. And they got just shulker boxes scattered. There's like, I don't think there's anything really. Okay, I mean, well, they got some stuff in here. Yeah, I'm not gonna take anything from this, but yeah, it's pretty nice. Blue, what? Okay. Alright, yeah, wow, they got a lot of wood in these shulker boxes. Concrete. Seems like they were planning to do a lot more as well. They probably just like, this project looks like midway kind of abandoned. Okay, let's see. White concrete, yeah, dear lord. Yeah, they would be screwed if anyone found this. Like, I'm not gonna leak any coordinates, but yeah, I can see why Spot was mad when I TP'd to him that one time. Like, wow. There's definitely a lot here. Yeah, you know you're rich when you can afford this much chests. Even though there's nothing in them, you just know you're rich when you just got that many chests for no reason. Alright, and then and of course they got the fancy beacon. Got all this set up. Yeah, I mean this is actually like a really good base. And then nice little spruce village to top it off. Yeah, alright, okay, there's something over here. Okay, they did something, okay. But yeah, we'll go ahead and TP back to, whatchamacallit? Go and TP back to spawn. Alright, we're back. And then I'll turn coordinates on. But yeah, okay, oh, coordinates, there it is. Before they censored it, it was blue balls. Margate, come on. Think I know where that is. Shika, be quiet, no one asked you. But yeah, alright, okay, so this still is not the end of the tour. We haven't even really showed off much of the snow biome at all. So you have Public over here. Honestly, this is like the second Poland stops killing and griefing, they can build genuine useful stuff. Main problem, they didn't build this with natural snow protection, so the builds just look very weird when there's snow on top of them. But on the inside, they're really good looking. They got some storage and stuff. Like, I mean, it is a very good looking building. 100%. You don't? Yeah, you don't. Yeah, oh yeah, you don't know the coordinates of the base. You know, like, I don't think Shikeb does know the coordinates. There's a lot of WSS bases. Probably not the one he's thinking of. And then there's a church. Okay. And then, yeah, I mean, like, Public is good. And then they got this bridge. Yeah, like, definitely. This city is really good looking. And, I mean, this is, like, Poland was not just always a terrorist organization, you know, for like 100% of its existence. My god, I can barely even talk. Like, it was at one point like a genuine country like you or mine that enjoyed war as well, but like had a healthy respect for it. Like, if Poland were to go to war with everyone and they had a beautiful country like this, I would allow them, but I had to like force them to make a country, and even then they didn't do much with it. Yeah, I banned them near the end, but I would add Poland back, because this was, the main appeal was just fighting Poland. I would definitely unban Chicken Dorito if we did this server again. 100%, yeah, okay, so, sewer entrance, oh, okay, so yeah, this is also another thing my dad, he spent a lot of time on this, the sewers. So he would go down, this used to be the bottom of the world, it's not the bottom of the world anymore, but he would go down to what he called the sewers, and he would build tunnels. And oh wow, USSR mentioned, yeah, it would connect like a ton of builds. And he did this on the old realm, and like, yeah, it just leads to all random places. I like this in particular. It's like this, like, just like sewer kind of like lake looking thing over here. And the icy manor, yeah, so like leading to some small little mansion. And then there's just random tunnels and stuff. Like, it's very confusing. It's got a twisty-turny layout. It does kind of remind me of the sewers a lot. I think you probably should just use soul lanterns, because it is pretty bright. Soul lanterns would have made it look a little ominous. But yeah, I think even like glow squids sometimes spawn down here. Yeah, at some point you can turn on maps, so I can make a giant map of my country. I probably will turn on maps for like a few. But yeah, no, I'll probably like have just a week where maps are enabled, and I'll just tell people, yeah, maps are enabled, so that people can make, you know, like maps and stuff, and then I'll tell them put it in an item frame before, you know, it gets the clear thing gets re-enabled, because I do want to make maps of my country as well. So yeah, do we have any logs to fix that? Hold on, okay, don't tell me that's just all come on. Okay, I don't know who griefed this. Gonna want to go in creative mode, not adventure. I know it's just a single, like, jungle log, but still, drive me insane. Yeah, it was like that. And then I'll just take the time to get rid of this netherrack and seeds. Yeah, I'll definitely put like deny blocks under all this though if we did start it up. So the server, it will have like a ton of grief protection going in, and griefing is not what I'm concerned about. I'm just mainly concerned near the end about hacking. But a lot of people with hacked items were banned. Yeah, so this is the remnants. There was a lot of old shops, and then if you come back here, someone they built something back here. If you know, you know. But yeah. And then, yeah, a lot of people had shops. I think even back here, yeah, there was, like, old remnants. But someone, like, just stole the shops, like they do on the server, where they'll steal your buildings. So, yeah. Like, even someone broke all the signs. But, I mean, you can tell where the shops used to be. Like, near the beginning of the server, the USSR used to be the country everyone would go to do trades and set up shops. And, like, this was not all built by me. Like, a lot of this, players would come in here and would set up a shop so they could advertise. And you can even go back on old streams, like the USSR used to be just this little town that everybody, like everyone was just trying to get into, like packing into. Like, I mean, I was just this itty bitty little landlocked town right next to the WSS. Just trying to make a living. But yeah, it is upgraded quite a bit. If you even go back to some of the older streams, like a year and a half ago, when this was even a realm, like, the USSR was nowhere near as developed. It didn't even have a roof. I was having to hire people to clear out the snow and stuff. And now look at it, it's got like a library up here. It's got tons of stuff. You can even climb to the top. And then there is a mansion. It is severely, not severely, it's kind of griefed on the inside. Mainly just carpet's missing. That's really all. But I remember like the stand on top of my flag. Show this off. But sadly near the end, I did make the white go on top, so I'd probably have to change that. And we did have this like warship kind of thing. This was like, okay, this thing, someone didn't finish it, so it's just this big like pool of just obsidian. But I remember I did use that in a war once, and like it absolutely backfired, and I got clapped immediately. So I don't know, there's just the curse shit. And then these little islands right here. I remember these are the first ever official battle that ever took place on the server. Was the USSR versus the Nether Empire, or like the kind of pre-Khalsa. And it was over these islands. It was like a test battle, and it was just these small islands. No one cared about them. I mean, it's very small still, but look at it. Like, Mongolia, they have some ownership of the other. I'll let them build. Margad built this on just one little island. He built a mansion. I built, you know, a little outpost on it, set up some stuff, you know, something like set up some roads and stuff. I even was going to build like a tiny little town on here. Like, we were like cramming stuff onto this island. Yeah, this is pretty cool. How many people on the server? Well, right now, we just have a world loaded up of the old backup. But there's about, like, I'd say 15 active people. There's about, like, maybe, like, 6 more semi-active people. And then you have a lot of people that claim to be active, but are actually inactive. So, I don't know. Like, there's still a lot of people on the server. But it is still a pretty small server, I'd say. This isn't the, like, server we have going currently. This is an old server. Yeah, at some point you can turn on. Okay, yeah, I will. I had like 4 more mega bases, but this isn't the most recent save. Yeah, sorry about that. It even erased some of my base, or like like one of my bases too. All right, yeah. See you later, Margid. Have a good day, man. And then yeah, this clock tower. This one's already getting burnt and griefed. Like my dad had to fix this so many times. He got to the point where he just made a save of it, and was like making fun of hackers on like signs and stuff. Like, I don't know if the signs are still there, but he was just like, yeah, he's like making fun of hackers. He's like, L hackers. Yeah. And then, okay, so there still is even more to show off, surprisingly. So, let's see. We got this small little mob farm. Nothing really here. Small little, you know, thing. I don't even remember this. Like, okay, just a little building. I mean, yeah, I don't know. And then, okay, yeah, you got a little raid farm over here. I mean, yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Like, valid. Got a little raid farm. Poland made it. I actually use this thing quite a bit to mainly restock on totems. And then you come over here. So you follow the Polish highway, and then it branches off. And then you have Oceron, bro. This thing, like, okay, this was Slumurry when he's not hacking, griefing, and trying to destroy the server. Like, Slumurry's actually building useful stuff. And he built this. One of the best looking cities, if not the best. Like, I mean, just really good. He took advantage of the snow, made it look really good. He built ice sculptures and statues. I think a lot of this was still hacked in, but I don't really care. It's fine. Then, you know, you got some bed. Even, he's got, like, underground bits. I know what happened to the clock tower, but I won't snitch. Was it somebody that was banned that griefed it? Like, that's all I want to know, though. Like, is the player still on the server, basically? Alright. And then, okay, so yeah, you come out to here, and then, yeah, I mean, pretty cool. There's a lot of, like, intricate underground stuff to Oceron, so I'll probably have to cover it later. There's a lot to check out here. And then he was trying to build something over there, but it didn't. And then, okay, and then there was also one more thing over here in this kind of southeastern region I wanted to look at. Oh boy, so you come over here, there's a village. If I remember correctly, it's right near this village is Liechtenstein and the SSM. So Liechtenstein, I do put it as being a country and official stuff. It did not technically have an official border. It had a castle, it had like a building right there. It didn't have an official like border set up though, surprisingly. You know, I don't even know my dad was right here in Liechtenstein. But this is also, it was mainly set up because someone built this illegal mob farm. Like some hacker was spamming mob farms all over the server, so I don't know. But yeah, Liechtenstein, again, another example of big, good-looking city, but just griefed to, like, I mean, just like griefed to, like, just, dear Lord, like, I mean, just a major grief. It's just not pretty. Like, God. And then, oh yeah, coming over here, SSM. It's right next to it. SSM had some weird borders as well. For some odd reason, everyone in this region kept wanting to, like, border Poland. So they would have this really skinny bit of their border that just goes up to Poland to make sure they touch Poland. And then they build their actual country. Like, I even did that myself. Like, I don't know why we all wanted to border Poland. Like, so desperate. You can even look on the map. There's, like, 3 countries that have these, like, skinny little tips that try and touch Poland. Okay. No one take that out of context. And no one clip that. No one clip that. Let's. Alright. Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, SSM, they had quite a bit of stuff. I wish their leader would come back. You know, I never even checked out this grief kind of portion over here. Seabass Dog Shop. Yeah, there was a lot of people. This country near the end was like really good allies with Poland. Seabass's shop abandoned. Yeah, no, this is really neat, but it was just like, look at, I would go in here, me and probably some Polish people would have to fix all this, because this was good, but the main problem is you got to have a separation between a country and a base, and like, I mean, you can see even with the loot right here, like, they didn't really have that separation. They even had beacons and stuff, like, they had no, like, disconnect between what a country was and what their base was. And so their country was their base, and that's the one thing I warn against. Your country is not your base. It's not supposed to be your main base. It can have, you know, things like farms, it can have things like buildings, it can have, you know, like, people appeal that makes alliances and wars. It is one of the main factors of the server, but it's not the, like, your, like, 100% base of operations. You have a private base to generate money. Anyway. And then alert badge, bro. This was this man's beginning, right here. Like, bro, Shikib, you don't know. It's literally a secret between me and someone else. Okay. Oh yeah, talking about the base. But yeah. Okay. So the alert badge started off as a poor man selling flags, bro. Business chest, and then he just had a red banner. Junk chest. Yeah, there's a lot of junk in there. And come down here, like, I mean, he had a very humble farm, and I remember personally kickstarting his business by giving him, like, investing and then selling a lot of, or not selling, buying a lot of flags off of him, and, like, also selling him flowers and stuff. Like, I mean, he was a really chill dude. I'm glad he got on the server. I'm glad he did stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, there was a lot of people. I still, like, I forgot they even, like, played on this original server. They didn't play long, but they still did. And then there's a few more things I do want to check out. There's so much. I think I'm probably not even going to be able to cover it all, because there's still, like, very small cities, very small towns. I'll go ahead and check to see if Radkin is still there. But I'll go to the old Vendaya. I don't know if Vendaya was built yet. It probably was. There's like a pre-Vendaya. And then I know there's also another base set up. Like Vendaya, I give it the weird borders on the map because there was also like some other bases and outposts that Spot claimed, but he never set up borders. So that would be like Spot's claims going into the desert, was like the Vendayan, the gray little country off to the side. That's Vendaya. Yeah, we're going to get like a stack of wood, cause I do need some wood. Probably, you know, just do some random stuff here and there. Oh boy, I'm realizing how much stuff is probably gonna be like clipped and taken out of context. Just don't. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm looking for a small little tree I can chop down. There we go. All right. Okay. Round that up evenly, and then get rid of this. We don't need this. Yeah. Wait. What? I'm getting a major lag spike on the inventory. But alright, yeah, so we're gonna fly over to here. And I know the British, like the new USSR was not a thing yet. But yeah, so like, I mean, that was kind of sad. I am sad about that. There was a lot of progress there. Like, I mean, a ton of progress. That was like another like city and like culture and town in itself. It's very sad that it never got set up, but we do have Lithuania to talk about. Very small, not much to see besides this castle. Everything else got destroyed because the owner got mad and decided to install a toolbox. My apologies, Crimson. I'm sorry, you guys. I hope I'll be forgiven. Yeah. Crimson King was like he took over Lithuania. You can watch my video on YouTube, The Sad History of Lithuania. Like, it's like a minute long. Come back and go and watch it. Yeah, I mean, it was a very sad country. Near the end, I kind of just went ahead and set up kind of de facto like claim over it. I was just like, kind of own this. But yeah, I mean, I do feel bad for Lithuania. They had a rough start because like a lot of people were like just harassing them. But yeah, so let's go over. I want to see, is Radkin here? Like, is this old? Okay, so I see the Radkin border. There it is. I could not find it earlier. I'm glad I found it on stream. So, oh boy, we got Radkin right here. Let me tell you, bro, they were weird. They were like if like Hitler had a cousin and then the cousin joined this server. Like they were fascist and communist. I think they were something. They were like a weird mix of something. And on top of that too, they had some pretty good buildings. I think this will look better like in snow biomes. Still really good though. They set up like, I mean, a lot more. Like, I'm talking, they had the best looking city when we switched to Geyser. But then Geyser just was not working out. No one wanted to play it. So then we switched back, and they lost a lot of their progress, and they kind of quit after that. But I do still kind of have contact with B-Raids. Apparently, he, like, got grounded or something for, like, 5 months. And he's quit playing the server because he kind of forgot about it, but also just, like, could not. But yeah, I mean, this is, like, definitely, this is one of the top best looking countries. Because they made big builds, have big detail as well, and their architecture is just so, like, unique. But also, people that put their flag on a pole, not just on a banner, top G's right there. Like, I mean, Andrew Tate approves, bro. Don't even have to drink the sparkling water to get his approval. Yeah, I know, sadly, they were also at this same kind of disconnect of country and base. Now, I know a lot more people would be cautious about that. You do gotta understand the time, like, no one's really stealing a ton from chests. People are taking some stuff, but it's not like you're getting your chest stolen from, like, every 10 seconds. Like, it's not anything major like that. And then the border kinda ended right here, but I know, yeah, like, going out to here, they still had, like, some stuff set up in the swamp. So I put it on the map as them owning it. Because they also had, like, boat routes and stuff. I think they built this. This is, like, some early Radkin kind of base. But yeah. So, we'll also go over and check out Vendaya. Okay, if I remember correctly, I should just keep straight this way. And then along this sand biome coast, I found Vendaya. I got no base, I just got land. Yeah, that's basically... I don't know, that's oh, you mean like, no, like, secret base? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like, you don't even have to have a base. I'm just saying, like, keep your loot stored somewhere else. Like, that's the main kind of, like, you can have a base and a country, but your base could, in a way, like, be your ender chest, kind of. Alright, so, was Vendaya this far? Alright, yeah, we're reaching the sand coast. Okay, so Vendaya, like, started down here, because they did have a border set up, and then it kind of got backed up. And they kind of just hugged the coast. They owned a little bit of land going in, I remember, and then they also, okay, this thing, some chunk error, I think they, like, set up claims down here, because they wanted these little chunk errors. This is pretty neat. Like, I would set up something down here. It's just this little oasis. And then you come over here, I think they also had stuff set up in this village. Like, the Vendaya was a big country, like bigger than Khalsa and stuff. But then a lot of their progress kind of got removed, and they claimed a lot of bases and stuff. It was one of those countries with an undefined kind of border. But yeah, you go down here, this was not a Vendaya base. This was just some rogue base that kind of got absorbed by them later on in the server. Bad boy, ooh! Bro, this was the guy that made the largest empire, bro. This is the Nether Empire. Posted a map of it on the server. Poland was not the largest. They have never been the largest empire. Very slightly goes to Bad Boy Bob, because he used to own all of Poland. Because him and, like, the WSS decided to unite into one country, and he owned it, and so he was, like, the #1, like, he was the biggest. And then oh yeah, I put hide your nether portal. He did not clear any of this out. I can tell he did grind and get stuff. He just never came back for this base. So I don't know if anyone wants to kind of take this back over. If we ever come back to this, I mean, I guess a pretty good base, pretty solid. And then I think you come up here more to the north, and then you'll start seeing Spot Yo Mummy's base. So let's see. I think it's not over here. I'm almost positive this has been looted. Come on, wait, has it? Yeah, it's been looted. Very sad. Sometimes you get lucky and they're not looted. But I think is it out on this like peninsula kind of thing? Like I'm trying to figure this out because like on the map it's marked very weird because that's the general like what they controlled, what they claimed. But I don't know like what like where his base was. Like not his base, like his whatchamacallit, like his villagers and or no, not villagers. What am I? I'm going insane, bro. His country, because he had a country. I think it was in a savannah. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's more up north. Like keep going this direction. I'll try and look for it. Let's see. Was like I'm almost okay. I'll keep going a little bit more, but if it's not up here, it might have. Like I'm almost positive there's something. I know there's something here. I'm not crazy. But it's just really, I must just be going in the wrong direction because my like kind of, yeah, no, it's not a spruce biome. No, that was new Vandea. I don't really care about the new Vandea. I'm talking about old Vandea. Okay, so was it over here? Because if Vandea really stretched this far, then Vandea, like I need to make it bigger on the map. Because it used to be, like, not used to be, like, it was, Spy on Mummy did try and claim a lot. I think, yeah, it was originally in the savannah and had, like, a lot of outposts and stuff in the sand biome. It's in 6K, I think. No, it's not, yeah, here it is. Alright, well, wait, no, what is this? Wait, hold on, this is not Vandea. I found something else entirely. I have no clue what this is. Like, I really don't have any clue. I mean, I guess if anyone wants this, sure, it's some, like, house. It's in the spruce biome. Yeah, no, that's new Vandea. I don't, like, I think he sent me the code. Okay, like, I'm not trying to, like, raid this and steal, but, like, I mean, if there's anything juicy, like, maybe. Potentially, alright, nothing, like, nothing really, like, special. Oh, okay, this is a lot of loot. I don't know if I want to, like, take this and just, like, see if anyone comes back for it. Like, that's probably what I'll do, because I don't want anyone stealing that. That's Slumurry's base, a new one? Oh. Okay, I might as well just, like, kill everything. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I'll probably just, okay, you know what? I'll tell you the truth. Here's what I'll do. I will take, okay, I'll take all these shulkers, right? And I'll tell everyone, all the new players, that one person can win this shulker box. And that's what I'll do. One new player, and we'll do like a competition, like a new player only competition to who wins it. And I mean, it'll probably be like, you know, like Cyberfire, Lando Curry, you know, Alert Badge to an extent, because he was like a somewhat new player. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. So yeah, I mean, this is quite a bit of loot. There's quite a bit of shulkers. That's a lot of valuables as well. Okay. How many people are on the server? Right now, like I said, it's like a world right now of our old server. But if you're talking about like player count, there's about like I would say 20 active to semi-active people. Oh crap! Are you kidding? Get out of here. Alright, let's see. What did this guy sell? Mending. Alright, okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess, oh well. So, I mean, I'm glad that I found a Slumurry base. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. If this is a Slumurry base, though. Yeah, mid stuff, I guess. I don't like to steal. I'm gonna steal the dirt, though. Like, that is the one thing. Yeah, all these shoulders I got in my inventory right now, definitely, if we, like, load up this world again, I'll just give it to new players. But yeah, so, alright. We'll just start packing this dirt up. Yeah, thank you, Slumurry, for all this dirt. Really appreciate it. Alright, so yeah. Now, let's go show off. So, I give up finding Vandea. Maybe I'm looking just in the apps, like, just wrong place. But I know for a fact Vandea is in a spruce, or like, no, it's not spruce. He did build a new country in a spruce, but I know original Vandea was in a savannah / sand biome, and it's near this area. I know it. It was a very weird spot too. Like it was hard to see, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know. I'll keep a lookout for it if I see it. But yeah, I mean, well, I'll try and find it. Maybe we could do like another tour of all the stuff like I missed, kind of. I'd say. But yeah. Now we're gonna go to the BDR, and then let's see where to go from there. Look, you do gotta keep in mind, stuff didn't save on here, so there still is a lot of stuff that like never like got, like some stuff, not really much. Okay, so we'll probably, oh yeah, I'll show off like Mexico and the original, like, okay, I'll show off the area where Mexico wanted independence. I'll show off Russia, and then I'll go to the BDR, and then we'll probably look at some, you know, like just random stuff we find in the stream. But yeah, so let's go over to Mexico real quick. So for all the new players, I do mention like in every mapping stream, Mexico rebels, Mexico rebels. Mexico is just a rebel. Like, it's not even a rebel, it's a rebel. That's what Mexico is. So yeah. Now, oh yeah, going over, I fixed this up a little bit. This guy had a throne, and then all the diamonds that were on the throne got removed. So you know what? We're gonna do this guy a favor real quick. The original Russian king. We're gonna put these diamonds back, and this time we put deny blocks under him. Yeah, we gotta make sure these diamonds can't be stolen. So yeah, we're just gonna get this big big radius, because like I don't know, I'm too lazy to actually like put it under the individual blocks itself. But yeah, I mean Russia. Okay, on the server it stands for Reincarnation of United States of America. So it's like a 2-in-1. Like he even told me he was an avid Russian supporter. At the same time, an avid, like, he was like a U.S. citizen and stuff, and so, like, he liked Russia, he liked the U.S., he put him into one country. So it stands for, like, R-U-S-A. Also a kind of communist joke, R-U-S-A. Yeah. So, let's see. Put this up, and we will re-establish his throne. It went, like, it was something dumb like this. Like it wasn't even a throne. Yeah. It's like that. Yeah, so you could sit on it. So yeah, whoever becomes the next president of Russia, they get to sit on this beautiful throne. They had minecarts everywhere, I don't know why. And like, I mean, he really did put a lot of effort. Okay. Like, okay, he had a lot of effort into this country. He didn't quit because of griefing. He didn't quit because of anything like that. You want to know why he quit? Like, we don't even know. Like, he just changed his name to Ukrainian Bear and quit the server. And nobody knows why. To this day, I think he was an alt account. Like, I really do. Like, there's no, like, no one did anything. He was allies with everyone. He was, like, in a very good position. He was even, like, a lot of people were moving to his country because he was the first democracy on the server. And, I mean, he was, like, booming economically. He had a lot of stuff set up. And out of nowhere, he's just gone. And I'm just like, what? Okay, and then also, real quickly, I don't like to do stuff in creative. I'm just gonna give myself some fireworks. Because this has been, like, a tour. I'm just trying to show this off. And so, I really don't care that much. I'm just gonna give it, yeah, like, 3 stacks to show off the rest. Alright, so, let's keep on going. So yeah, we'll go to the BDR, and then that'll probably, it's another soul sign. Elbows got banned. Okay, you know what, screw it. I see this here, gotta fix it. If I see block trails, I just, like, I know I'm gonna forget about it, so I might as well just fix it while I'm here. Like, I'm not even kidding, this is one of the worst things you can do. This is up there with, like, hacking and blowing up an orphanage, is these block trails. Like, they are so annoying to, like, I mean, they're easy to fix. You know, you just destroy a few blocks. They're just everywhere. Makes the server look weird. Like, I mean, it makes it look trash. It makes us look like an anarchy server, which we are not. Oh, crap, bro. So my dad's AFKing right here, and his monitor just shut off, I think. Here. Yeah, yeah, his PC went into, like, rest mode or something. Here, I'll get it set back up. Alright, yeah, no. I'll rejoin. Alright, there we go. Yeah, okay, whoops. That kind of shocked me at first, yeah. Might do a quick little water break. so yeah. We're back. That's some good water. So yeah, now let's get back to just touring this. Alright, so yeah. Destroy that block trail. I'll leave this here for now. Let Soul have one last, like, little thing on the server. Bro, this farm. Like, I don't know why they did not think to put water here. Like, this is just the dumbest crap. And then someone built a statue, and, like, I think they griefed themselves. Ew, you can hear me drinking? What? You can hear me drinking nasty? Bro, what? I don't think I was drinking that loud. I was just gulping some water. Some nice water. Heard you gulp. Oh, alright. Okay, whatever. Yeah, okay, yeah, coming up here. We got this hacker base. I don't really care about this really that much. You can use it. There was like some in portal or something set up here. And let's see, what does this sign say? Poland, yeah, Poland and Kosovo like did rock, paper, scissors over this island. Some weird stuff, I don't know. But in the end, I still think Kosovo should own this. It's above their like general location, but it's above like a Polish island, so Poland wanted to claim it. What did it taste like? It tastes like water. Alright, I'll make sure to mute my mic next time. But yeah, so I reestablished the Polish invasion. So everything on this side is Polish. Everything on this side is BDR. So Poland, when they invaded Seabass's country, the BDR, it was because Seabass invaded them, and they were kind of retaliating. And so they took their capital, like immediately, took everything. And the BDR is one battle away from collapsing. And, I mean, they own that, and that little island, and like that. Well, wait. I don't think they do. Yeah, no, I own that. Whoops. Was it yummy in your tummy? Yes. Alright, yeah. And, yeah, I mean, it was, like, okay, yeah. I mean, it was a pretty brutal war going on here. Very, very long and hard war fought right here. And then they had, like, a small little gunpowder farm. Wait, what's this in there? Oh, yeah, it's one of those stupid skulls. Wait, oh no, that's, oh, I thought that was a wither skull flying into the air. Hold on, let's try and land on this block. Oh, no, darn. Bro, come on. Okay, let's try it again, oh, no, bro, why? Why can I not land on this? Alright, round 2. Yes, sir. Alright, okay, I'm on top of this block. Alright, go to 6088 3138 or 58. Alright, I mean, I guess I'll TP there. See what's there. Yeah. So I'm trying to think, is there anything I like still want to show off near spawn? We've kind of showed off like almost everything. I think there's still a little like obscure like outposts and small cities to show off. I think the final thing I do want to show off is the WSS island. I kind of already showed you guys though. It's just a potato farming island. I mean, that's like kind of basically it. There still is a lot more to be discovered. That is the thing I do like about this. People built cities in small little like countries everywhere that even I don't know about all of them. Like there's countries like Linsvagia, Planetara, like some Montserrat. Like there's even other stuff as well. Like there is a lot of countries that it's just all waiting to be explored. Like it is definitely it is a really cool server in that respect. Like even a lot of countries that were just not like official because I don't even know about them. Oh yeah, I remember what I want to show off now. It was okay, if you go to 0-0, so in most worlds 0-0 is spawn, right? I mean that's like kind of near there or whatever. If you go to 0-0 on this server, it's not like most servers. So our spawn is about 1500 0. That's kind of our general spawn area. Yeah, no, yeah, I'll go to that summary base coordinate you sent me. So we had a hacker join, and he kind of like destroyed some he set up a command block that destroyed chunks and just like lagged out the game, and it created this ground zero. So if anyone passes through and enters the crater, this is total anarchy, besides hacking, of course. So we had fights here. Even a lot of people were like, come to ground zero, let's fight. Like it was like a big fighting ring, and then a lot of people kind of forgot about it because a lot of people were too scared to come here. This was honestly, it was really cool. I was mining diamonds off the side of this and stuff. But yeah, ground zero also did make for some pretty interesting tunnels. Now I did just want to show this off. This is pretty cool. And then okay, there's some way those sound way too complex for for a funny country name. I mean, people were like, okay, the like Montserrat and like Planetara, Linsvagia, all those like micro countries, Liechtenstein. People, I don't know, they don't want to make joke countries on the server. A lot of people, they did take the countries kind of seriously. I don't know where they got the names from, though. That is the one thing I'm like still, I don't know where someone got Linsvagia from. Like, I can go to the country board at spawn and see, but there's one more thing I think I do want to check out and show you guys. I had a little, oh yeah, a little itty bitty colony. Like, I mean, it was a tiny island and I cram-packed like 4 buildings on it. And I don't know why, I just did it because, and it's in the middle of nowhere. Like, I had a big tendency to do this. It's like my strange addiction. I have an addiction to putting stuff on islands that are useless and like just little rocks. Alright, so yeah, let's come down. It's on the coast of Poland. I even asked Poland, like, can I claim this? And they were just like, sure, I don't care. So yeah, but let's see. We're gonna go, I think it's right over here, if I'm not mistaken. There's a, wait, is it right here? Here? No. Where is it? Okay, I'm like getting myself lost. Probably should have just stayed on the coast. If I keep going this way, yeah, it's like down here. Come on. Where? Okay, yeah, I think it's like right up here. It should, okay, is either Poland is just bigger than I thought, or like, did I not build this thing in? I must have, oh wait, oh no, here it is. Alright, but I cram-packed 4 buildings, a farm, and a dock. And I don't know why I did this. I just decided this lump is gonna be a good little colony. Welcome to the, yeah, I had Kaliningrad after real life, but I named it really weird. And I put fish for, I don't know why I actually stayed here and fish. Like, if anyone wants to come here, like, don't claim it. Like, you can live here, I don't care. And then there used to be, like, 5 countries have been set up here, and it gets backed up every time. So there was Britain, and then it was a Soviet colony for a while, and then it turned into the Japanese Empire, and then it's just, like, unclaimed again. Like, this is the impossible to claim land. Like, no one can do it. And then, there might be a WSS base, if I'm not mistaken, actually very close to here. Okay, no, maybe not past that. Yeah, it's like in the, like, south of here. Yeah, but right here. Okay, this thing, not very hidden. This was some early on, but like I'm talking, like one of the first bases was right here. Pretty cool base. Kind of like a, not capital of their country, but it was kind of a like more territory, I'd say, rather than like real big base. But yeah. So we'll go and TP back to spawn. And then, oh no, not negative, just 1500, 100. Alright, and then I'll show off all the countries. I have all their banners put up at spawn. And then after that, we'll go check out those coordinates Shecab had, and if there's anything else I want to show off that I remember. Okay, so I did have deny blocks into this, alright, that's good. So, most powerful country at the time, by statistics, was the German Empire. German Empire / Drugland or whatever. Honestly, the only reason it was the strongest was because it had, like, a scary troop count. Like, they had 21 soldiers, I think, at their peak. Well, no, maybe a little less than that. But they had, like, more soldiers than every single country. Not maybe combined than every single country, but it was very scary. And, I mean, but the only thing is that all... Unplug my mic. So the not so scary thing is that most of them were simply just random people that the German leader got online, and a lot of them were borderline slaves. Like, he would just make them get on, work for him, not pay them, and then just tell them, you can quit the server if you want, I don't care. And even some German refugees like Lando Curry, and I think even some people that tried to make Mexico, like, they actually had some pretty good legacies on the server. Like, Lando Curry is the last German to be on the server. Kind of, yeah, so, country rules, this used to be it. You can pick any government type to be recognized as. Legitimate nation, ask Levi if you have 2 out of 3 of UF support. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, this is talking about like recognition, like if it's on disputed land. And we used to have something called the United Forces that no one used. Parties, by both parties. Okay. So yeah, let's see. Rules: no stealing, no griefing, no hacking, no harassment. Killing pets is encouraged. Political talk permitted. No racist / sexual discussion. And then war rules. Yeah, so this is kind of it. And then there's also there was also some more stuff as well that changed. I'll probably just remove that. I have to do other stuff. And then you come over here. This was the actual flag room, talking about all the countries. So we have it color coded. If it was green, countries own territory, have borders, and are recognized. And if it's blue, countries do not own any recognized territory, or are just like in the process. So these are like countries that want to become a country. They're more like clans, kind of. So Jungos, of course, this was the old Jungos flag. I don't have the new one. There was Khalsa. Oh, that's Khalsa. Ooh, I was using the wrong. I was thinking that was the BDR flag. Whoopsies. Alright, that's Khalsa. Then there was the USSR, Mongolia, WSS, Liechtenstein, Basilisk, Poland, Lensvagia. Pog, this thing had some land. I forgot where it is, though. There was, like, nothing there. Falland, Radkin, so we've already seen most of these. Then the BDR, Auckland. I should remove this because Auckland does not, yeah, like, near the end of the server, it wasn't really a thing anymore. And then there was the United Forces, yeah, that was like, tried to make like a UN type thing, but it just didn't work, because no one cared. And then Vendea, I should have marked it as, okay, you know what, I'm gonna mark it as green, because it did have land near the end. You know, there was actually a lot. I think I had to expand it more near the end. Like, I'd have to check out the way it was near the end of the server. Because I know there was a little bit more, but most of them were just like, we added a lot more clans. We didn't add like more like just actual countries. And then there was this small movement. The British tried to get an independent CNC from Germany. Kind of failed. I made that like a clan. Russia, Aeolia, this wasn't a country, it was international territory, so anyone can go there and be chill, and it wasn't owned by anybody. And then there was Oceran. That was a country. I don't know why I had that marked as, you know, I'll keep it marked as blue because no one likes submarine. And then Chael, this was like, I wonder what they were getting their inspiration from. And then of course Jungos, but yeah. So let's go and TP those coordinates Shekeb gave us. Okay, so he said negative 6,000. Okay, so negative 6,000. 88 and then 1358. Alright. Let's hope we find something. Okay, I'm gonna go in creative in case I'm like in a block or something. Oh, oop, fell. Oh, you're talking about the old Poland base. Oh, whoops. That should be added back. Oh. She got like, I'm just gonna ignore this. I'm just gonna go back to spawn. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, okay, so that should be added back. What do you mean that should be added back? Yeah, okay, so yeah, I mean, if we were to bring this server back, it would be, there's a lot of pros, there's a lot of cons, but I think in the end, if we were to stabilize it, it'd be better than the one we have right now. I think the one we have right now, it was good in theory, it was good in the beginning, and it's still, in my opinion, is good. It's better than the previous server we had, because this isn't the previous one. We had one server, dear God. But the previous server was just awful. Like, I mean, a genuine hellhole. The previous server. This server is better, but I feel like it's the players in it and their attitude. Because Chicken has been in all these servers. And, I mean, Chicken and Spot have been in all the servers. So has Margad and all them. And it's like their attitudes, like, change throughout every server. And they just get, like, worse and kind of bad and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it kind of just got really annoying at some point. And I feel like Chicken and Spot, they pushed for more anarchy, sympathetic rules. They got more people to support it because they're thinking, oh yeah, you know, we want to go kill people. That's going to be fun and stuff. They didn't realize kind of how much it really affected the server as a whole. That just making it borderline anarchy is not good for a country, or, you know, like a server that's like based on war and stuff, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah. Now, one thing I think I did like about this server Like, I mean, really, the main reason I complain about wars right now is it's not just for, you know, oh, no cities and stuff. Everybody bordered each other. They're close to each other. Like, even if Poland goes to war with countries they don't border, like, look how close they are. Poland is outside of this. They own all the snow and snowy spruce biome connected to this piece of land near spawn. Nothing outside of that. So you can pull it up on the map. They're big. But if they go to war with Tulsa, I mean, like Tulsa, Basilisk, look how close they are. Like, I mean, it is, like, so close, and they have reasons. I mean, they invaded Tulsa because they wanted to secure the mob farms, and they also, too, just found a free sand opportunity. They invaded the BDR because the BDR did invade them first and tried to take their capital, and really just failed. They did want to invade the USSR to take cities, also just kind of make me mad. They wanted to invade Jungos so they could set up a plains biome and just make this like a big farming district. Like, Poland had plans to set up a global empire and do like everything with each country they invade, like make sectors out of it. And I miss it back then when they were invading countries for reasons and they had stuff in their country to lose. They have nothing to lose now. And they're invading countries just because they're too lazy to actually build stuff. But yeah, I mean, yeah, on this server, they were kind of viewed as like Vikings in a way you could say. Everyone else was just like developing and they're like fighting. And I mean, at the same time, they do have a lot of development as well. But yeah, I think that's kind of really it. I mean, there's a lot more. I will say we've only probably scratched, I'd say, like 20% of the main server stuff. There's a lot of course, you know, like secret bases, like, you know, a lot of war lore to go into. There's also, you know, of course, you know, like tons of other buildings and stuff out there that I probably don't even know about. Like, I mean, this is definitely one of those things. There is just not, there's no way I can cover all of it. I think this mob farm still works. I could try and get that up and running in the future. Like, this, I will say, I go on about the old server, and a lot of the new players, they kind of just take it as me just complaining about Poland and, you know, going to war. Like, I think a lot of the new players kind of get what I mean now when I rant on about how good the old server was. Like, you can kind of tell just by the buildings. I'm trying to think though, is there like anything else that we need to cover? Okay, I got this little mansion right here, not little. Built by like Margad's brother and stuff. He tried to make some court case, it was really dumb. Man, let's see, is there, like, I'm really trying to think hard, because I know, I bet you there's gonna be like, I'm just, in the middle of the night, I'm just gonna be like, darn, bro, I missed the blank or whatever. Oh yeah, well, there is one thing I do want to show you guys. So, this was this, underground system right here. You could put like, I mean, it was a small little thing. I wish we had this in more countries though. You could take boats and like go through countries underground. So it was an underground canal that connected Basilisk to the other side of the sea. I actually used this a lot to just get under Basilisk really quick. Yeah, no, it was pretty good. Yeah, I do miss this, but yeah, I mean, I'm trying to, yeah, there's like a little boat there. There's, oh, well, okay, there is some underwater thing. I don't really remember this a lot. Okay, there's a lot of, like, holes and stuff I'd have to patch up. But, I mean, yeah, like, someone tried to build some, like, underwater, like, kind of outpost slash kind of base. I really do not a ton of, like, underwater stuff like this, because I was never really involved in most of it. Maybe, like, Cuddle Wave and stuff, they were trying to do stuff like that. But yeah, no, sorry, like, I'm, like, trying to think. Is there anything else I need to really like kind of show off before I end the stream? Because I'm like almost positive I really am forgetting something. Oh yeah, no, there is like I'd want to show off before I end this. Maybe I'll remember some more. Like, I'm trying to cover everything because I do want like other people, like if they're like do a tour of the server or something, like to just go to this stream and like watch it. Like I might put like timestamps and stuff as well, so you can like go back and like see, you know, country in particular. But yeah, so you follow the Polish highway. This leads to far south of the country. Poland, I mean, really fat country, really huge. But let's see. There was something along. I don't know if it was along the highway or not. It was. I think. Yeah. So instead of turning right here, you just keep going straight. And I think if I'm not mistaken, you would reach. Yeah, their old base. They set this up entirely inside Poland, and they had this moved to a different location. This was really cool. I'm very sad that they abandoned this, but you know, a little bit of fixing, we could get this up and running as something as like a city. Like there's a lot here, and then just there's probably not. Probably, like, I mean, this was also brief because I don't know how the spawn point got changed to this base, and I think I did it on mobile and just for like. Cause like, I'm not even kidding, mobile's so bad, you don't even know how to play it. So it's like you just click random buttons and hope the best, you know, like just hope for the best. Like that is genuinely mobile edition right there. Just click random stuff and kind of hope something happens. But yeah, and then I know there was like very, like, you know, there's some buildings and stuff, like very small, okay, something right here. Oh, well, never mind. I don't know, it's like some staircase. Like, you'll find all kinds of stuff out here, and I do classify this region as being under, like, semi-Polish control. Because Poland had a lot of assets kind of out here. They had a lot of, like, buildings, a lot of outposts and stuff that, like, weren't in Poland exactly, but they kind of own and they kind of claim. So, there is this region on the map that's, like, light blue under Polish occupation. They own it. But at the same time, they don't really own it, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, like I'm still trying to think. Is there anything else like before I end this? Because there's a lot to cover, and I don't have that good of a memory. I'm trying to think. I think that's really it. Yeah, man. I think we've had a good stream. I think that was definitely it. We've covered most of it. Haven't gone inside all the buildings though. I'm probably not gonna do that this stream. We kind of just fly over. This though, the Icy Manor. I forgot who built this, but yeah, pretty solid building, pretty solid. Yeah. So let's see. Come on. Yeah. I think that's it. All right. So I am gonna end this stream on top of Mount Lars. The place where, you know, everyone hangs out. Except, you know, it's kind of weird to see the server dead, like, during a stream. I mean, like, you know, the world dead or whatever. Like, it's just weird to see no one on when you're streaming. Like, the only one. It's very weird, but yeah. So, I'll end this on top of Mount Lars. I hope you guys have had a good stream. I'll try and stream tomorrow. And, I don't know, we might, you know, in the future, I really, and I say this so many times, I hate it when we keep switching servers. That is the thing that, like, pains me the most. But it also pains me when, you know, people make the server just not very fun. Especially, you know, what kind of Poland and an extent the newer WSS has kind of done. I'm not blaming them entirely, but they did kind of leave a legacy of just pure, like, I mean, just no reason. We're just going to conquest everything. Not do anything with it, you know, just for the heck of it. You know, we're just bored. Gonna, you know, just harass this guy until he quits the server. Like, that was kind of their attitude, and I'm not really, don't want that on the server, and it gave everyone this, like, very defensive, very aggressive, very hostile, like, just, it's not good for you know, forming alliances, doing wars as well. It's just very unhealthy. This is something you'd expect in, like, you know, like a high anarchy server, like in terms of just a very defensive posture coming from everybody. But we might have discussions on whether we want to bring this server back or not. I personally would support either or. I'd play on either or if we were to bring it back, but the only thing is I don't really count this as like a server reset or server switch or like, you know, making a new server. This would just be like resuming the old server, you know, back into this. Now, it would probably take like 2 weeks to get all the logistics, because then we'd have to move all the command blocks, we'd have to, you know, move all this stuff, we'd have to decide should we change rules. But personally, I don't know, that's still just a big what if. I'll hold like polls and votes and stuff just to get like popular opinions, because I don't want to do dumb decisions, but at the same time, you know, I mean, half of what the community says is just really dumb. But I do want to make the community happy, and I don't think this is necessarily a just dumb idea. Yeah. So let's see. I streamed for about a 2-hour stream, I'd say, maybe like hour to 30 minutes. Yeah, not 2 hours, but yeah. I will go ahead and see you guys in the next stream. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Peace out, guys.